focus, ideate, innovate, enable.
Good morning, everyone. Some of the highlights of this summit. One is the AICTE CII survey of industry-linked engineering institutes. So we have the IITs and the NITs, which everybody knows, the Indian Institutes of Science. The premier institutions are known inside the country, outside the country. But once again, the challenge is to lift the average. The challenge is to lift the common set of colleges where which is not based in the Delhis and the Bangalores, where people aspire to go and make a career. There is a launch of the Prime Minister's Fellowship Scheme for Doctoral Research, which is supported by the industry, and that's why that's important in this forum. There is also the CII felicitation, again for the first time, in 3 categories for outstanding contribution to academy and industry. Thank you very much.
I would request Mr. Bharat Waklu, Resident Director of Tata Group, to give us a brief on the Best Chemistry Teacher Awards. Mr. Waklu.
I am pleased to inform you that Tata Chemicals, the company that I represent here this morning, is very pleased to be associated with the CII and the Association of Chemistry Teachers organizations for the Best Chemistry Teachers Award 2012. A very small contribution towards acknowledging the efforts of teachers across the country. Those who may be recognized today are representing a larger body of teachers who may not be part of ACT but who are teaching other subjects as well. And we are very proud to have partners like ACT and CII and Godrej in this endeavor. Thank you very much.
I would now request the Chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, Dr. S.S. Mantha, to give his address.
We will see some general understanding of what kind of system we have and why we thought this survey should happen and what it means to us in times to come. We have almost 4,000 institutions, and together they look at almost 1.5 million students at the entry level. And all disciplines put together, we have almost 2 million students who go through the system every year. And that's by any means a very large number and a very large system to manage. And All India Council for Technical Education is the single apex regulator for technical education in the country. And this survey was also limited to engineering institutions and approved by All India Council for Technical Education. In the days to come, we will certainly look at the other disciplines, and we will also try and look at this survey to become an annual feature so that there is an incentive for the institutions to do that little bit extra to get the systems going and the technical education being better off in times to come. Thank you so much.
I would now request Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General of CII, to give the welcome remarks, sir.
I really don't intend to make an address at this point in time because the Honorable Minister for Human Resources Development, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, is under severe time constraints, so we'll rather turn to him very quickly and really welcome him and thank him for gracing this occasion. It's a very, very important occasion for both industry and the institutions. But the reason why I say that this is very important from the point of view of industry is because we value this linkage very strongly, and today is indeed therefore a very special occasion when we are getting together to see how we can strengthen this linkage, and your presence here is of great encouragement to everyone present in this room. With that, I would request and invite the Honorable Minister to kindly address us.
It really is a privilege to be with you here at the AICTE CII University Industry Congress. Although I'm barely 1 week into my new ministerial assignment, I've been closely following the recent developments in the higher education sector, and I share the view of CII and ACTE that this is an extremely important area worthy of your discussion at this conference. Even Before assuming my professional responsibilities, I'd argued in numerous articles that education is vital to the future of India because it is the most important element in converting our youthful population into a national asset. So foreign universities are seeing the great potential for innovation in our country. I think it's time we started doing the same here. The recommendation by the Narayana Murthy Committee to set up a Council for Industry and Higher Education Collaboration to facilitate industry-institution partnership is indeed the way forward, and we will try to pursue this initiative. I've tried to leave you with a number of thoughts on where we have ailed, where we need to go forward, and what we can do. I look forward to hearing that the rest of this Congress has taken some of these ideas much farther, has perhaps come up with even additional ideas that I have not mentioned this morning, and that at the end of your discussions, CII will tell me how we can, working in collaboration with the ministry, attempt to make industry, educational institution interface an active, dynamic, and successful outcome of your deliberations. Thank you very much. Have a good conference. Jai Hind.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable. Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
I would request you, sir, to please stay for a while for the award ceremony. We have all been waiting very patiently for the results of the survey. And the award for best contribution to industry goes to Professor Mohan Ram PV of PSG College of Technology. All 5 sponsors give this award. In the Streamwise Award for Best Industry-Linked College in Mechanical Engineering, the award again goes to PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. The award includes a trophy, a certificate, and ₹2 lakh in cash. In the overall awards category, the MindLogix Infratech Limited Bronze Award for overall Best Industry-Linked Engineering College goes to Bannari Amman Institute of Technology. Now for the second award, the MindLogix Infratech Limited Gold Award for overall Best Industry-Linked Engineering College goes to College of Engineering, Pune. The award includes a trophy, a certificate, and ₹3 lakh in cash. We now come to the final award, which is the MindLogix Infratech Limited Diamond Award for overall Best Industry-Linked Engineering College. And the award goes to PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. I would request Professor Rudramurthy to please come and receive the award. The award includes a trophy, a certificate, and ₹5 lakh in cash. I would request the Minister to now release the report of AICTE CII Survey of Industry-Linked Engineering Institute. Mr. Dheeraj Mathur, would you please also unveil the report along with the Minister? Mr. Dheeraj Mathur has written this report, he's done the analysis. Thanks to Pricewaterhouse and this entire team for this very great effort in bringing out the analysis of the survey. We would now request the Minister to release the CII PwC Higher Education Report for 2012.
This award is really very motivating for us.
I'm really delighted, extremely happy that CII AICTE has come forward to recognize both faculty and departments.
We are very happy that among 4,000 colleges, engineering colleges in our country, and they have selected about 156, which was told, and among that 156 colleges, we are in the 3rd bronze medal, which are very happy.
We are very happy. This college, just young by 16 years, supported by Bannari Amman Group of Industries, nearly 3,000 crore company. They are always for industry institute interaction.
We feel elated for the recognition that CII and AICTE have made. Ours is a College of Engineering Pune, which is a 158-year-old institute. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya, the Bharat Ratna awardee was an alumnus of this college. So we really feel proud that continuing the heritage of the institute.
I'm extremely delighted that College of Engineering Pune has been recognized with this silver category award for the best overall engineering college, and we have done a great deal for the students, and in recognition to this, it helps us to do further for our students.
I would now request Mr. Deep Kapuria, Chairman of CII MSME Council, Director of Geeta, and Chairman of High Tech Group of Companies, to give his address.
I think it is rightly said that we are possibly in a very defining era which is not only constituting of different challenges, but an era which is defining knowledge and an era of technology and innovation. Today in the world, when we see that there is still a lot of headwind for economic growth, and we all know that growth for any country cannot be taken for granted, whether it be a developing economy or a developed economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kapuria. I would request Dr. Ramasamy, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, to give his special address.
Of course, we have assembled here for perhaps launching one of the most landmark collaborations between the government and the industry here. Just to give a very quick recap, some of you might remember the last year of the Science Congress, our Honorable Prime Minister declared that 2012-13 would be observed the year of science. And that happens to be the centenary year of the Indian Science Congress as well. I was asking myself the question as to what were we doing in the 99 years since this Science Congress was mounted. It turns out that all these presidential addresses have been compiled in book for 99 years so far. And the one common title, it talks about shaping science of future of science, shaping future of science. Fundamentally, what we've been doing is truly planning what is good for science, and people like us in the Department of Science and Technology have been articulating as to what the government would require, people would like to do, which will do good to science. My sincere desire out of this program is some of us who have had the opportunity in this world to learn, study, and perhaps research also will serve the society by solving some problems with solutions for, and let me hope that the CII-SERB collaboration is moving the mind-to-market chain and along the process and bridge those vital gaps and make India deliver certain values for the people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ramasamy, for explaining why this scheme is very important, not just for CII, but for the entire country. We are now going to have the launch of this scheme, which is the Prime Minister's Joint Fellowship Scheme for Doctoral Research by the Chief Guest, Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, Mr. Jayapal Reddy will launch the scheme now. Thank you, sir. I would request Mr. Jayapal Reddy, Minister for Science and Technology, to please give the keynote address.
Let me first of all express my profound happiness in being able to participate in this program today. I would consider the launch of the PM's Fellowship Scheme for Doctoral Research a landmark event. I wish to urge both DST and CII to make all attempts to actually physically award the first set of fellowships by 3rd January 2013 at the inaugural function of 100th session of Indian Science Congress. Let my country arise and awake. Stop not till the goal is reached, as Swami Vivekananda would have wished. Thank you, friends.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. enable, focus, ideate, innovate, enable.
We would now begin the CII felicitation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin that, I would like to share a little thought with you, which is that losers always have an excuse. Winners always have an idea. Losers fix the blame. Winners fix the situation. Losers make promises. Winners keep commitments. Losers let it happen. Winners make it happen. Losers say, why don't they do something? Winners say, here's something I can do. With this thought of achievers always having something to show that they can do and that they have done, we will start our felicitation ceremony, and it is my privilege to announce that the first CII felicitation for outstanding contribution from academia to industry is being conferred on Professor Mohan Gulrajani. May I invite Professor Gulrajani to come and receive the felicitation. Our second felicitation of the day is for outstanding contribution from industry to academia, and it is being conferred on Ms. Sushma Burlia. May I invite Ms. Sushma Burlia to come and receive the felicitation. Ms. Burlia. Our third felicitation for this evening is for outstanding contribution to Indian academia and industry by a foreign academician, and this year we are happy to confer this honor on Professor Peter Hodgson. I would now request Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal to give us a special address.
Three outstanding individuals who have been recognized today for the work they do. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at the start, let me first compliment CII and their partners for the event they've set up. About 15 years ago, in CII, we put out a report which said, our big problem in India is going to be people. And people started laughing. So we have so many of them, how can this be a problem? So we said it's not the numbers which is the problem. It is the exposure, the attitude, the ability, and the skills that these individuals will have, or the lack of it, which will become a hurdle for this nation to grow. Because if you are to grow at 6, 7, and 8%, those, by the way, in those days were very big numbers. And it is essential that we do, because our biggest problem in India continues to be, or the biggest challenge that we have, is to remove the 250 or 350 million people from the current lot in life who live in complete and abject poverty. There are people who don't get 2 square meals a day. It's not for any fault of theirs. Actually, the reality is, all of the people sitting in this room, we are all blessed and privileged. We didn't do anything to be born in the families we were born in, to get the kind of friends we got, to get the kind of opportunities and education we got, to be able to reach out and do what we do today. Stephen Covey once said a very interesting line. He said, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. We kind of tend to get confused because so much is going on and all of it is important. So if we can, in a sense, sharpen our focus on doing things which will help us get to where we want to, or at least stay on the path that we would like to, I believe we can not only do the right thing, we can do it in the right measure that is required to bring this country back to where it was and an important player and a partner in the global, and one of the things I think we also need to remember is that as individuals, we not only need to learn skills like chemistry and physics and maths. One of the key skills that we need to learn about is citizenry. How do we become responsible citizens of this world? If we can teach that, I would think education has more than done its job. Thank you very much, and all the very best.
It's a great thrill to actually get this honour. I've been coming to India now for about 9 years, and it's like a culmination of lots of hard work and lots of patience and lots of activity by myself and my colleagues.
I'm honoured and I'm overwhelmed. I have been working for a long time in industry and also in education and the larger fora, and it's great to be recognised, especially because I believe that this will help spread awareness of the importance of the synergy between industry and academia.
I'm feeling very happy. It was a very exciting moment. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.